So it's time to write our algorithm. Just like in the example, the first thing we need to do is be able to figure out how the user wants to get the scrambled words into the system. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to say, let's get an input from the user, and we're going to name it option for now. So this option is going to be either the manual or the file. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to make some decisions based on that. So we're going to say, if option is manual, then ask user to enter scrambled word or words, comma separated. Cool. That's simple enough. Now, if the option is file, then ask the user to enter the full path, including the file name. And this is the file that will contain all the scrambled words. So if the file is not recognized for whatever reason, if they give us a file that does not exist or something else, then we will throw a warning and ask if the user wants to continue. If the user chooses to continue, then we send them to the first step, which is to ask the option again. So, ask them if they want to do it manually or they want to enter a file again. If they don't want to do that, then we exit the application. So, if the file is not recognized and we show them a warning, we just ask them, do you want to continue? If they say yes, we go to first step. If they say, you know what, I'm good with that, then we exit the application. Now, the third case would be that if the option is not recognized, so it's not M, it's not F, it's just something else. Let's say it's P. In that case, we're going to throw a warning and say, do you want to continue? Once again, if they choose to continue, they can continue by going to first step, and if not, then we will exit the application. By this point, we should have the scrambled words from the user. So we have that. But now there's the other part, which we need to load this word list, which has all the unscrambled words that we need to check against. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to say load the word list specified by the user for unscrambling the given scrambled words. Great. Now we have everything. And now we can start matching each other to see if the scrambled words can be unscrambled. So we say start matching scrambled words against the loaded word list. Great. What we're going to do now is start to loop through the scrambled words. Looping is basically a concept that we're going to go over a little later in this course. The simple concept of looping is basically this. We're repeating a certain action based on a given condition. In this case, we are repeating the action of looking at an item in the list. And we are looking at the next item in the list on the next iteration in that loop. And we're doing it up until we get to the end of the list. So that's what we're doing here, but then we're doing another loop. So we're saying for each unscrambled word in the word list. So see what happens here? This is our inner loop and this is our outer loop. And what we're doing here is we're looping through all the scrambled words that were given by the user. And we're saying for each scrambled word, check out all of the unscrambled words in the word list, just to make sure if there's a match. Then we say, if the scrambled word is equal to the unscrambled word, then add to the list of matched. This is basically going to be a scenario in which the scrambled word is in the exact same order. The characters are in the same exact order that we have in the unscrambled word or in the word list. So for example, if the scrambled word was more and we also had more in our word list, then that would match up here. So we wouldn't have to do anything fancy to figure out if the order is the same or not. It just matches up and we're good to go. And we are going to make sure that this is case insensitive. And then we say, otherwise, if these two are not equal, then make sure to do something fancy to figure out if they are in fact not equal, or is it just that the order is a bit different. So now what we're doing is we're using a little trick here. We're sorting the scrambled word and we're also sorting the unscrambled word. What this will do is this will put them in the same exact order. So after that, we will say If the sorted scrambled word equals to the sorted unscrambled word, then we will add that to the list of matched, because we can guarantee that if we sort both of these words and if they are equal, then the reason why they weren't equal here is because the order was different. So this is basically how we unscramble the word. Great. So let's see. Now, if the match is found, then show match scrambled words for all unscrambled words. So remember how we had Olmur, and that was the scrambled word? It matched two unscrambled words, which were Rome and more. So that's what this means. And then we say otherwise, show message that no matches have been found. If there are no matches, if there's not even one match, then we say there has no matches for this scrambled word. And then ask the user if they want to continue at the very end. And if they choose yes, then we go to the first step, just like we did before. Otherwise, we exit the application. And that's it. This is our algorithm for the word unscrambler.